Hey there, how's it going today? Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike. What I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, it's a new month. We're into May now, and with a new month comes a new unboxing. Really looking forward to opening this one up, guys. But before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead, like usual, I'm going to kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to reiterate a little bit about what it is that we're doing on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is, if there are any of y'all who are still unfamiliar, unsure, or on the fence about what that is. And then after that, we're going to be getting right into this unboxing. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta-9, THC. All right? So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right? All right, guys. So with that out of the way, what we're looking at today is brought to us once again by the Weed Box. And if you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you guys know that I love every month, at the beginning of the month, usually, I get one of these boxes, and it gives me something new to look forward to every month. This is not, well, it's green, so you can't really see it right there. Let me put it on the overhead. There you go. There's the green box right there. Now, this is not a subscription box, guys. It is not a subscription box. You get these individually. There is no subscription. All right? What it is it's a wonderfully curated box with new things in it month to month. So we get our little thank you card, our little sticker. The really nice green paper. This is really nice paper here. They do an awful good job of wrapping everything up very thoroughly, guys. Very thoroughly. All right. So real quick, let's go through our extras. Each box contains one of these little packs that has all the little extras in it. And some of this I've actually seen before. As usual, we have our socks, our flower socks. They got little leaves on there, little hemp leaves. Love this. It's 80% cotton, 10% nylon, 5% acrylic, and 5% lycra. Very, very comfortable sock. I love them. All right, we got some Grape Ape High Hemp CBD Plus organic wraps. If I'm not mistaken, these have a tip. These come with tips, I believe. I believe they do. Product of the Netherlands. Really interesting there. I have actually not tried these yet. I've got a few packs of these, and I haven't tried them. Little candy skull clipper lighter. Really nice. All right, and we have the pre-roll sample this time is blueberry. Just straight up blueberry at 15.85%, and it's a half-gram pre-roll hybrid. We will probably not be looking at this today. Not the little sampler. What I'm interested in, though, is this, and I've had this before. This is GMO grapes, guys, also known as modified grapes. I have had GMO grapes from the weed box before. Love it. Fantastic flower. Really one of my all-time favorites. It's cross of GMO crossed with Purple Punch. Really good stuff. So we'll be checking that out momentarily. Let's get to the centerpiece. All right, guys. Get out some scissors so I can open this up. They do a very, very good job of wrapping your piece, guys. So please be very careful. Go slowly. Do not risk dropping anything as you're unwrapping. I am even unwrapping over my desk here, just in case something falls out. The bowl falls or something, it's not going to hit the ground. Oh, goodness. Woo-wee. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Isn't she beautiful? That's gorgeous, guys. That is really nice. How many times you see a beaker like that, guys? Oh, that's wonderful. Digging it. It is very petite. It's interesting how the colors, I don't know what kind of color this is, but it's almost like it's translucent. You can kind of see through the purple, which is really cool. Yeah, that's translucent. That's like a smoked purple or something like that. It's not like a solid purple. Very interesting. All right. Open up the bowl. Should be matching. And it is. Little matching bowl. Right there. Very nice. Look at that, guys. It's a really nice little piece. All right, guys, hang tight. I'm going to go grab some water, and we're going to come back and try it out. All right, we're back, and I've got some water in this thing, and we're going to try her out. Functions really nice. But I got to say, guys, I am not going to be combusting. Not this time. You guys are used to seeing me vape and combust. with the new boxes that I get every month. However, I love GMO grapes. I love this strain, and there is only, after all, a gram of it in here. So I am going to enjoy it, and I'm going to get all the flavor I can from it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Really nice. Really nice. Definitely got that GMO funk to it. Oh, yeah. Very, very frosty, guys. Very frosty. Very frosty. Not going to worry about really high definition photos this time around, guys. It is a gram. And I have reviewed GMO grapes with high definition photos before, as it has been included with a previous box. So I am not going to waste any of it. I'm just going to go ahead and break it all up. I'm not going to dilly-dally. Just go ahead and get it all broken up, because I don't think that I'll want to vape anything else while this is around. Using my world's best grinder. This is the grinder that I and my partner Brooklyn produce. We did not design it. We just really enjoy printing it with all sorts of different interesting types of filament. And I find it to be very, very functional. Oh man, grinding up. I'm smelling that GMO. Woo. That is something else. So, as I said, it's a cross of GMO and Purple Punch. And let's see what we got. And percentage on this is going to be 26.8 percent THCA, 29.07% total cannabinoids. So should be pretty potent. Ground down nice. Ground up very nicely indeed. Very clean grind. The smell, the GMO really comes out on the grind, guys. That's really, really something right there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pack up one of the hybrid matrix injector bowl that I use with the One Hit Wonder, manufactured by Crossing Tech and brought to us by the Dab Hut. Really wonderful device, and I enjoy it because I get the best flavor. I'm a flavor guy. I prefer chasing flavor over chasing potency any day. Any day. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm. That's that's the GMO grapes, also known as mod grapes, modified grapes. That's what I. Oh man, I love that. If somebody were to say, "Hey, Mike, what would be something that I could get for you, from the Weed Box Dispo?" It would be the mod grapes. Mod grapes, probably my favorite thus far from the Weed Box. Really, really nice. It's pretty potent too. I can already feel it. Man, the terpenes are just. It does have some of that sweet, berry, grape, something or other going for it. But it's just so funky with the GMO. It's really, really tasty. Really very tasty. Wow. And let me tell you, pulling through this smaller piece, guys, this smaller piece here, it just condenses the terpenes. It just puts everything together. Wow. I think that bowl is done. I'm gonna give it a stir though, see if I can't get a little bit more from it. Mm, very, very nicely vaped. Very nice. I like this piece, guys. This is it's a beaker, but it's a beaker with a 90 degree. It doesn't have the 45-degree beaker. You don't have to tilt it. You can hit it straight up. In fact, you probably should hit it straight up. Really nice. I'm digging it. It's one of the more petite pieces that I've had from the weed box, but as I've mentioned several times, guys, I do actually like my smaller pieces. I don't have a whole lot of shelf space where I am, and I don't keep all of my pieces on camera anymore, just because it's getting a little crowded near my desk, and I have cats. So I tend to keep these things in a closed cabinet, um, not displayed currently, unfortunately, though I hope to get a closed display cabinet soon, um, at least within the next few months, and get them out for show, because I like them. I really do enjoy every month getting a new weed box. I really enjoy having a new piece to use every month, getting something to rotate around, something to change it up a little bit. And that's what I love about Weedbox. They're not a subscription, but they are a curated box with something new every month. Um, and there are pieces that I like better than others. I'll admit that there are some pieces that, don't get a whole lot of use after the first month or so of having them. However, they all they all fit in my collection perfectly, all of them. Um, I'm a very indecisive kind of person. I can't really choose for myself. If I'm given a slew of choices, if I'm building a collection, it's very, very hard for me to make that choice. And something like the weed box and a curated box of its kind really does help. Uh, takes a lot of the stress, if you could say there's stress in enjoying these products, takes some of the stress off of it. Very, very nice function. I am not combusting because I'm trying to enjoy its wonderful GMO grapes. So we're going to hit microdose bowl with it this time, being very careful. Being very, very careful because this is nearly 600 degrees. About that much space. Mm, goodness, that is tasty though. That is very tasty. All right, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing of the Weed Box May box. Really, really nice piece. I like it. I like it a lot. You guys, I really do appreciate you dropping by. I appreciate you stopping and taking the time to watch this content that I'm making for you guys. While I may not be making videos as often as I, used to make videos, I am going to be still bringing out new things and trying to improve the quality of the content. If not the amount of the content, then the quality of content and potentially the length of the content in between videos. I've been thinking about doing more multi-strain reviews. That is to say, taking two strains or more and going over multiple strains per video, basically. However, making those longer form and trying to find things to talking points, things to speak about between the strains. So let me know what you guys think. I'd like to be able to make more content without having to set a new video all the time. Sometimes I just want to get into it. I want to show you guys multiple things in a sitting, and the editing and all that, and the taking the photos and all, it's very, very time consuming, and it does take me much more time throughout my day than just filming these videos. At my height, guys, making these things, I was filming for 8 or 9 hours a day, filming, editing, doing all that, 8 or 9 hours a day. And I'm just trying to keep it down to an hour or so a day now. One of the ways I'm going to do that is we're going to try to review more stuff per video. So if it sounds like something you guys would be interested in, I should have had a video posted, let's see, I think 2 videos ago. You should have seen a little versus, like a side-by-side. And I want to do more stuff like that. I want to put more strains up against each other. Especially if they're in a similar terpene profile, you know what I mean, or similar genetics. We'll start doing head-to-head kind of strain comparisons. Anyway, guys, I'm blabbing again. I hope you guys are staying lifted. I hope you guys are staying blessed, and I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and your loved ones, and you guys are all taking care of each other. I'm just trying to chill out here, take things a day at a time, and wing it. I'm not really structuring much, and I'm trying to be a little bit more free going. I'm trying to be a little bit more spontaneous with my content and less particular. Hopefully that'll help, and I'll be able to get back to making tons of regular content for you guys within reason. I'm not going to be back to that everyday thing. I don't think that's healthy for anybody. I need to get out of the house more than I already do. But just saying, I'm not going anywhere, guys. Oh, man. And I've got some amazing stuff to show you. I've got some cool stuff lined up. So make sure you hit that bell icon. Make sure you get notifications every time I drop a new video. If there's anything that you're interested in that you've seen on my channel, you can find all of that stuff on my campsite.bio that you can find on my profile page here on YouTube. And yeah, guys, if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. If there's anything you're sick of seeing, let me know. Yeah, so I hope you guys are doing well. And until I see you next time, I want you to keep staying lifted, and I want you to keep staying blessed. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Peace.